just super proud of our team. Unbelievable hard-fought game. Amazing crowd. I thought our crowd was the difference in the game tonight. They were just absolutely amazing all the way to the last play. It definitely, I think, impacted and affected the game the way a great crowd can do. It's awesome to be a part of the night game in the Valley again. Awesome to see the 81 team before the game. That was a really cool moment for me to see a lot of those guys. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, we got a long way to go. But you know, just a great job getting the win against a good BC team. That was the objective somehow, some way. Just proud of how our guys responded. I mean, it's a lot of fight, a lot of heart. I've seen that all year. I mean, this team's will to win is special. I mean, it's special. I mean, they've been in position to win every single game. And, you know, even though we haven't certainly played well in a couple of those games, but still in position to win, that's again, just the heart and the character of these guys. And tonight, I mean, it was on full display. We were down 10 or 11 guys, and a bunch of them we lose during the game. And it was just it was crazy. Mash unit going on. Putnam couldn't go, bad toe. We lose Davis, which impacted us on special teams big time. We get his backup goes in and gets a huge missed assignment. We were very fortunate that we didn't lose points on that. We lose EJ, we lose Frank, we lose Galloway, we lose Will Taylor, we lose Justin Ross. Mario couldn't go. We're hopeful he could go. Fred was out again. Joseph's hamstrings. I mean, just a crazy, crazy situation, and just guys just kept stepping up. Guys kept stepping up. I mean, you think of a guy like Sage Ennis. He hadn't caught a ball since high school. He was out all last year with injuries and COVID and all that. And then, you know, kid's a redshirt freshman and made a huge play. A big first down conversion coming off the goal line. I don't know how many times we were on the goal line, backed up tonight. But just really proud of our team, you know, +3 in the turnover margin, and we got points off of all the turnovers. And that's a huge difference. I mean, we've been really poor in that area this year. Penalties, turnovers, you know, just discipline type things. We've been really, really poor in that area. And a lot of missed assignments and fundamentals have cost us. But tonight we did better in all those areas. So I'm proud of our guys. Offensively, 438, 200 plus rushing and passing. Really proud of, you know, what they did up front. We had no sacks. We ain't having a sack. I know they'll put one on the stats, but that's not a sack. That's a end of the game there. We can't throw the ball away. We have to take the sack. You know, coming and run. Normally you throw that away on the boot, but that's not on the OL. So I mean, just really proud of our guys and how they competed, and a lot of yards after contact. So again, you know, it's just great to get Kobe going. Proud of him. He had 200 plus all-purpose, 145 rushing. And Mafa, first opportunity for him to play, average 8.3 a carry. BJ had some good tough runs. But we just left a lot out there. I mean, it's just, you know, we could have put that game away about 3 or 4 different times. And, you know, we're fortunate. We're very fortunate to overcome it tonight. But they grew up. And I think the confidence of those guys really came on, and to be able to run the football, that created some things in the passing game. And that's what we've not been able to do. And so I'm really proud of that, because we were able to get the run game going. It gave us some opportunities in the passing game. But, you know, we missed a touchdown to Bo. We missed 2 or 3 big plays. And God, I had 4 for 111 and probably should have had 200 plus. So, you know, but we're going to make those. The good thing is we were in position to make those plays. And so we just got to finish them. And again, a couple other throws to go in there. We're just really proud of our guys and how they responded offensively. They're back against the ball defensively, 4 sacks. You know, disappointed in the opening drive. 2 big play busts. And but other than that, you know, we kept them contained pretty much all night. And the 3 turnovers are huge. The biggest thing was the field goals kept them in the game. And, you know, that's an area we got to certainly get better in. But man, 98, and, you know, Nolan and you know, all those guys, Skowski and Balin. I thought Xavier Thomas was the best player on the field tonight. I mean, his presence was unbelievable. I mean, he was he was a problem. Just played tough all night. Super proud of him. But the name of the game is the ball, and the turnovers. We talked a lot about that. We always talk about our plan to win, and winning that margin, the big plays, and just huge play by Mickens, huge play by 24, and then to get the ball there at the end, KJ to put it away was just an awesome way to finish the game. So not beautiful, but man, we needed a win, and we needed a little momentum going into the open date. And again, with all those guys out, and you shuffling things. Will Brown, we're down to our emergency punters are Will Swinney and Will Brown. And Will Swinney couldn't go; he's got a bad ankle. And Will Brown, man, he went out there, had a heck of a return for us, and proud of him. So just a heck of a complete effort by all these guys. And again, good momentum for us during the open day. And that's what we needed. We got to get well mentally and physically, and try to find a way to go get a win on the road. And see if we can get some momentum going. But proud of our guys. And again, you got to tip your hat to DC. That's a tough group. I really like Coach Halfley. I mean, he's a class guy. He's building something special there. There ain't no doubt about it. Something really special. So those guys are going to win a bunch of games as they go through the rest of the season. But at the end of the day, today was our day, and just proud of how they responded. Because that's what defines you. It's not what happens; it's how you respond to what happens. You saw the heart of our team tonight.
Coach, can you give us Justin Ross's status?
They got hit in the head. Him and Galloway both got hit in the head, and so they shut them both down.
I thought that the 3rd and 3 call with 2 minutes left didn't go your way, but thought it was a gutsy call.
Yeah.
DC just did a good job sniffing that out.
Yeah, it was. I love the call. Obviously you go back and you say, well, crap, got to run the quarterback one more time right there, but they did a great job, playing it. We thought we kind of had we had 2 guys going, one late guy in the flat, one early guy in the flat. So it was a very safe play. We had 2 guys in the flat. If they're wide open, you give them the ball, but you come and run. And we really felt like we've been running the tackles, we'd be able to break containment here. So they made a good play, but DJ did a good job of just, it's frustrating to have to take a sack right there, but it's exactly what he has to do in that situation. You got to use the timeouts and punt the ball away. So tough break, good play by them.
What about the speed ups?
Yeah, that's one we wish we had back. That's a 3rd and 1 right there. And, we thought we could get to the backer, and he just got us outflanked because they beat us with speed to the edge, and that's one we'd like to have back. But there's 2 or 3 calls we'd like to have back. And there's a bunch of good ones too. Again, we made just enough, but these guys they were a little frustrated because they know the opportunities that we had to really put it away. And we're a growing group, and again, I thought they grew a ton tonight. And our ability, we can run the football, get that going, that will create other opportunities. I thought DJ grew up tonight. He took care of the ball. He made some gutsy plays, made a couple of big time throws. The 3rd down, it was Spokane. The 3rd down to Agata was a great play. And, again, we had a chance to win. We don't finish. We had a chance to drop on about it was inside the 5, I guess. And that was a big time throw right there. So there was a lot of good stuff, but a lot more we can do. But I'm proud of them. We'll keep improving.
Dabo, how do you think Rayburn played at center?
They did a good job. Yeah, I think we had 1 snap. We had 1 bad snap. We had 1 bad series where they called us a pick, and then I think he jumped offside, and then we had a low snap. So we kind of had we had a kick field goal right there. We were in really good first down and really good scoring position. But I thought he did a nice job, and I thought Bach did a great job moving him over there, putting him out. On the field, it looked like he and Walker did a nice job on some double teams. And but proud of Rayburn. Proud of him. You know, he's a young player, and that's a big moment for him. So hopefully that's something he can grow from with some confidence. And same thing with Tate. You know, sometimes you got to sit a little bit to kind of, you know, he got off to a rough start, young player, and you know, then the Georgia Tech game was just a disaster. But he's you know, he got back in there, and you know, that's why we started him. You know, so he's got a bright future. But I thought those guys did a heck of a job.
Potter had just 2 attempts coming into this game, and no problem, he goes 4 for 4. I mean, must be nice to be able to count on him.
Yeah, it was great. You know, I'm proud of our protection. At one time, we got Peyton Page in there, we got Marcus Tate in there at those guards, and those guys did a nice job. I mean, with one time where I think Maddox got a little forward and they got a little penetration in the gap. But, you know, Jack Maddox, who's from Boston, he was the captain for the game. He's our snapper. Will Swinney. I mean, the operation was really good, and the protection was good. First of all, but BT, man, you know, to not really, he's kind of been on ice, you know, all season to this point, and to go out there and go 4 for 4. I mean, just unbelievable. What great confidence for him too. You know, we had one other one, would have been a long kick, but I just didn't feel good about the field position and the type of game that we were in at that moment. But he's a guy we have a lot of confidence in from long range too. Did a great job. He was different in the game.
Dabo, Justin, is there any concern with his neck, or is it more like a concussion?
Yeah, not that I know of. We just said he got hit in the head. So,
How about Will Taylor?
yeah, I don't know. You know, they think this is me. So we'll find out tomorrow. You know, what the situation again is. And that's just, it's just, man, it's been a crazy year. You know, some years you just have just unbelievable, wacky stuff happen. I mean, not to mention Brazil's out for the year, and Tyler Davis is out for November. Shipley's out for several weeks. And it's just, you know, John Williams, Taquan, Dietrich. I mean, it's been an unbelievable year. So our depth is really being challenged. The guys continue to step up, and that's what we have to do.
If you get Putnam back, do you consider moving Matt back to left guard and keep Rayburn at center? Or
I think all those things. Yeah, I mean, Putnam has actually been very consistent for us. He's played well. We love Putnam for sure. So it's nice that we will have more experience and a little bit more experienced options as we figure out how we want to go. So we'll look at everything. Again, we got an open day to figure out several things that we're going to have to do from a personnel standpoint to give ourselves a good chance moving forward.
Putnam, anything you're concerned about long term?
No, he should be fine. He's got it's a toe thing, but I mean it was black and blue as it can be. It's amazing. He played the whole game last week. We didn't even know it. It happened that's who he is. It happened in the first series of the game, and he played the whole game. And we didn't know anything about it. He never said a word. And, I mean, he couldn't even walk hardly on Sunday. I mean, the whole bottom of his foot was black and blue. So he paid the price for it this week, but you know, he's just one of the most committed kids on this team. A good player, and has been very consistent for us. So we'll get him back at some point.
Good, speaking of guys stepping up, Rook and Trey Williams there in the middle.
ET.
Hopefully you see that 1.4 yards for us.
The Nigerian nightmares. Yeah, Rook and ET. Yeah, that's what I told ET. I said, hey man, you've been wanting an opportunity. Well, here it is. And you know, I was proud of those guys. I mean, you know, they're a downhill, I mean, punch you in the mouth offense. That's what they do, you know. And you know, they got 3 good backs. But I thought we did a nice job. They spit a couple. You know, the one big run, we overran it. Safety missed it, and the Spectre overran it on that one. But other than that, you know, we contained them pretty dang good, you know, all night. Again, the 2 big busts right out of the gate, you know, led to a touchdown. A couple of penalties, you know, kept some stuff going. But I'm proud of those guys, man. Peyton Page and ET and Rook and Trey. Trey's banged up. He's out there just rocking and rolling. you know, to be able to do a good job like that with Tyler Davis and Brzee out, again, that shows the type of depth that we have. Man, what great experience for all those guys. I mean, unbelievable. And it's going to pay big dividends for all those guys to be back next year. And so, you know, in the long run, it'll be a positive force, but in the short term, you know, we got to find a way to get it done.
Dabo, why do you feel like this defense is able to come up in such big moments like they have so far this season?
That's just who we are. You know, I mean, we're really experienced. You know, it's a very experienced group. You know, we've got guys that have played a lot of football on the back end. We got linebackers that, you know, they know the game like a coach, and they cover up some things. They really do a good job of making the calls and setting the fronts. And we got Nolan on the back. I mean, he's a 6-year guy. And, you know, that's allowed a kid like Makuba, you know, he's what a special player he is. He had a couple mistakes tonight, but you know, Nolan's presence has really helped him. You know, Mickey's and his development, but it's those backers and you know what you see outside. I mean, Miles Murphy, you know, Thomas, KJ, Maskell, Foster. I mean, those are really experienced players. We're kind of the opposite of what we are on offense, and so you know, just very knowledgeable. They're talented. We've got good depth, or at least we used to have good depth, and they're knowledgeable. And so, you know, we expected our team to kind of be led defensively this year for sure. And that's exactly how it's been.
What's left of you that Matt? Did you work?
I don't know, but I have to be careful what I say, but it was, you know, I mean, it's frustrating. You know, some calls go for you, some go against you, but man, I just, you know, it's about all I'm gonna say.
Coach, there was that one big game by Cody Case on the screen pass in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Would you like to see those running backs get more involved in the receiving game?
Yeah, sure. We had a couple, you know, we had a big play by Kobe early. If he kept his feet, it'd have been a bigger one. Ball might have been a little bit out in front of him, and a nice catch on it. So I don't know how many catches he had, but he probably had 2 or 3 catches. But the screen was a great play, and you know, we caught him in man coverage, and you know, that was a really good call at that time. You know, that's a man coverage type of a play. It was well blocked. It was a big play for us, but yeah, I mean, we want to get everybody involved. Yeah, but you know what we've had to this point is rhythm and tempo and first downs and just where you can get some things going. And we did that tonight. Lots of guys touched the ball, but definitely, you know, we're confident in those guys, and hopefully be more opportunities to come. But definitely made a couple of plays tonight that were a big difference for us.
Seemed like EJ early.
Yeah, EJ. Yeah, he was off and running. And Frank, you know, he was going to try to go, and then when EJ got hurt, he tried to go, but he couldn't go. He was battling his growing, and so EJ's just that kid is a warrior. I mean, he is just. They just don't get any tougher than that kid. And he had some huge plays for us. He got, you know, nice little rhythm plays. He just couldn't go. You know, so he's been battling with knee soreness this week. So he needs it. That kid needs an open day big time. So I don't know, nothing long term or anything like that, but we got to get him back rolling. But really proud of him for stepping up. And, I mean, again, I mean, there goes EJ, there goes Frank, there goes Ross. I mean, it's crazy. Bo did a great job on the chili route. They're out and up, and we're wide open. We just missed it. Nice job on the scissors route outside, and we had a chance on that one. But it's good to see him get out there and get some opportunity as well.
Was the groin what Frank had surgery on?
That's the other one. It's a different one. It's not the surgical one. So he's been battling it all week. And again, wanted to try to go, and we were going to excuse him if we needed it. He was trying to stay loose, and then EJ went down. And we went in. He should have had one play. Should have had a play. He had the ball on the back shoulder ball. He did a good job of getting it out, but he didn't last long.
some of those deep balls that DJ is missing, you get some of those matchups, you like, is there something mechanically that's keeping him from hitting, or is it just simply?
Yeah, just missing it, just missing it, you know, I mean, we're just a little off. But it'll come, it'll come. It's the same guy that threw for almost 500 against Notre Dame last year. It's in there. Just you gotta keep rolling. And again, you know, it helps. You know, it's kind of a double-edged sword. You know, you don't miss some, you're not gonna make any play. You know, we got to make some of those plays for him. And next thing you know, you just got to get a little bit of rhythm. We missed a few of those tonight, but he made progress. Again, he made some big plays, took care of the ball, made good decisions in the run game, good decisions with his protections. But yeah, we're going to get where we want to go this year. We've got to connect on a few more of those.
Do you like that a few of those misses, but a bit of an response to be able to come?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I think that's being able to get him supported with the run game is huge. That's a huge aspect, and that's what we haven't been able to do. And so here we get the run game going, and we didn't have a lot of missed assignments. We didn't have a lot of self-inflicted penalties. We had the one on Kobe right in the beginning of the game, 3rd and 8, and it's 3rd and 13, and we get 12 yards. You know, we're a yard short there. And so that was one, and then we had one on Raven. But other than that, we really played a clean game. We didn't have, look back last week, we jumped offside 6 times on defense. And we ended up playing 100 plays because, you know, they weren't getting a lot of points, but that's a lot of snaps, extended drives. So it was good for us to not do that tonight. And it's good to see that offensively. And that, again, that leads to rhythm and staying on schedule, you know, and then we didn't have a bunch of missed assignments and TFLs and guys unblocked who targeted well up front. And then we ran tough, you know, and once we got a little confidence going, it was a good combination. And we missed a couple. There's a couple that, like I said, I'd love to have the option back. Like to have that one for sure. Probably one of the plays down on the goal line, I'd like to have back. But you know, all in all, it was a big improvement, and you know, something we can grow from.
We'll take 2 or 3 from Zoom if anybody has any.
Dabo, this is Gene from Charleston. You mentioned all the positives tonight. What would be your main concerns, you know, that you're most concerned about going into the bye week?
Injuries, health. That's it. Depth, by far. You know, that's the number one thing. And then, you know, football wise, you know, we got to finish some of the plays that are there. We got several plays that we need to finish that they're there. And we've got to just continue to develop that chemistry and get it done. But biggest concern is just the health of our team. We got to do a great job this week. And again, you know, good momentum, but get these guys well mentally and physically, and get a good plan and a good head start on Syracuse. And then give them a few days to recuperate and just decompress, and it'll be a little different week because we're going to play on a Friday. So Sunday will be a Monday practice for us. But the biggest thing is just the health of our guys.
Anything else for Coach? Anybody in the room? All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, appreciate it. Thank y'all.